Hey guys, what's going on, dudes? It's David here. We're back with another video. Now, in this video, guys, we're going to be discussing something that has to do with my favorite team. It's not Spain, even though I'm wearing a Spain bandana and a Spain shirt. So we're going to be talking about a rumor going around that a certain Tottenham player that could be going to my favorite team, which is Inter Milan. Now, this Tottenham player is considerably one of their best players in the Premier League and of their squad right now, but there's something that's been happening with them that's linked him to move away. Now, I think it's him and another player that their contracts are expiring at the end of the season. Now, this Tottenham player is from Denmark. He's never won. I don't think you know. Tottenham have never won a major trophy, so he's never won a major trophy. Now, there are a lot of teams that you're currently linked with, but Tottenham would rather sell him in January than have him go on a free transfer in, let's say, June. The teams that are linked with him are, besides my team, Inter Milan, are Real Madrid, Barcelona, Manchester United, and I would honestly say possibly City and Bayern Munich, but I don't really think so. Now, the player I'm talking about is going to be Christian Eriksen. Now, Christian Eriksen, I can honestly say this, I've seen him play for Tottenham. My dad's an Arsenal fan, so I've seen him play against Arsenal. I've seen him play in the Premier League. He's a really, really good player. But the fact that he's going to be that cheap because his contract is expiring, there has to be something that went down at the Tottenham team. Because Christian Eriksen is one of the best players for Tottenham. And the fact that he could possibly go, apparently the rumor going around that his price tag is $35 million. $35 million for Christian Eriksen is a bargain. Christian Eriksen, I would honestly say, would probably, if his contract was expiring, he would probably cost around 65 to 70 million. But I've heard rumors that his price tag is 35 million. I've heard rumors that his price tag is 25 million. And hearing those things is just saying Tottenham really don't want this guy to lose. Tottenham really don't want to lose this guy on a free, because losing one of your best players on a free, that hurts. Because you could have got a decent amount of money for him. Even if he didn't want to sign with the club, you could have sold him in January, got a decent amount of money, and reinvested that in the summer. Many players have done that. Lewandowski is a perfect example for Dortmund. Lewandowski left on the free, went to Bayern Munich, and look how good this guy has been for Bayern Munich. Now, Arsenal have had that happen many times. I mean, the most recent one is Aaron Ramsey, and Aaron Ramsey getting paid good money in the Serie A for Juventus. And they're just a decent amount of free transfers that have turned out to be such a great transfer. I mean, there's another one that I could say, but this one has already happened before. Sol Campbell moving to Arsenal. He became an Arsenal legend after he moved to Arsenal from Tottenham. And now the rumor is the two teams that are likely to be getting Christian Eriksen on a free transfer are going to be Inter Milan and Real Madrid. Now, Inter Milan, I've heard, have had talks with Christian Eriksen's agent, and apparently the talks have been very, very good. But if you had to say, I don't really think Christian Eriksen is going to be going to Inter Milan just for one simple factor. Inter Milan, at this point in the stage right now, don't seem like they could be challenging for a Champions League title. I hate to say that because I'm an Inter Milan fan, but I don't think we're in the stage of challenging for a Champions League title. We're rebuilding with Antonio Conte. Next season, we have a good shot. But if there's a possible chance that Real Madrid don't want to sign Christian Eriksen, they want to go for somebody like Paul Pogba, I'll take that. Apparently we're in rumors for Paul Pogba. I didn't even know that. But if we get Christian Eriksen ahead of Real Madrid, I would just take that, because Christian Eriksen in that center attacking mid role right behind the two strikers, behind Lukaku and Martinez, that would be an unstoppable trio. And I'm pretty sure Christian Eriksen, if Conte could, he can model him to play, let's say, on the wing a bit, or probably in that, I wouldn't say cam role, I'd just say in a center mid role, because Christian Eriksen is pretty good with the ball at his feet. He's pretty technical, and this guy can play for a whole match. If you guys have seen FIFA, if you guys have played FIFA, you know Christian Eriksen has a lot of stamina, and his ball control and dribbling is just absolutely amazing. But to get Christian Eriksen for 35 million or possibly even 25 million, for Inter Milan to get him like that, Inter Milan, what are you doing? I've heard we're rumored to buy or going after Vidal. a 32-year-old. Yes, I know you play for Conte, but you can get a 28-year-old Danish midfielder who's still in his prime. And yes, you would pay him a lot of money. But I'm going to ask you guys in the comments down below, who would you rather take? Would you rather take a 28-year-old prime Danish midfielder, or would you take a 32-year-old Chilean midfielder that's pretty brutal when it comes to bullying you off the ball? But which one would you take, a 20-year-old or a 32-year-old? Because right now, my money is taken. I would take Eriksen over Vidal. Even though Vidal has, yes, previously played for Conte, I would take Eriksen because Eriksen has 4 years younger on Vidal. He's in his prime. Vidal, I think, is a little past his prime. And the fact that Barcelona actually have loaned out Carlos Soler and the coach has now said that they won't be selling anyone, it kind of hurts our chances. But Inter Milan, I know, are going to try everything they can to please Conte because they want Conte to be happy. And if it means them getting Vidal and then losing on Eriksen, I think that's going to be a bad thing in the future because unless we can get Eriksen on a free transfer, I'll take that. But if we don't get Eriksen on a free transfer, buy him in January. Right now, I've heard he costs less than Arturo Vidal for money. Barcelona won about 35 million for Vidal. That's basically the same thing for Eriksen. And this is a bargain for Eriksen. I've said before, Christian Eriksen is one of the best Premier League players of this decade. Well, of the previous decade, which is 2010 to 2019. And to get for 35 million, that is an absolute bargain. So Inter Milan, sign Eriksen over Vidal because that would be such a better deal than getting Vidal. And if you have to sign Vidal, let's say on a loan, do that. So sign Eriksen on a free, Vidal on loan, and I'll be fine with that. But anyway, guys, I want to thank you guys for watching this video. Please smash the like button. But anyway, guys, I will see you guys all later. Peace.